Hello and welcome to another video, guys. The topic I want to discuss about in this video is whether you can capture a video, for example for YouTube, using your phone. Usually those kind of videos will feature phones like the iPhone or Samsung Galaxies and top-end phones, most of what I've seen at least. Well, in this video I want to use this Redmi 9 Prime low budget phone. This comes under 10,000 rupees in India, and this is what I'll be using. Well, there are some things you have to know while using your mobile phone for shooting videos. The first thing you have to keep in mind is the limitations, but at the same time those limitations shouldn't be in your head and it shouldn't overwhelm you, and that is what exactly happens. For me personally, I've always been a struggling YouTuber. I want the perfect conditions, I want the perfect settings, I want the perfect script, and this I don't have a script at all. I'm just talking to you. Well, and I'm shooting this on my OnePlus 5, which is 4 years old. I do have a camera, but I wanted to shoot this on this phone itself. Well, the first thing, as I mentioned, is the camera size. Since the sensor is very small on these cameras, mobile phone cameras, light plays a very important role in videos. So, for example, I have a light over there. I have one small ring light over here, and the drapes are closed. So, if I open the drapes, even by a little bit, you can see how it is affecting the video. How much lesser the noise can be if I move the drapes. So the first thing you have to keep in mind is light. If you don't have any external source of light, use your windows. That's the best source of light you can get. And this is a condition where you are shooting indoors. If it's outdoors, it doesn't matter when it's bright and sunny. The next thing I would like to mention is the audio. So this is being shot again on the OnePlus 5, and it's being recorded using the microphone of the phone. So in case you want better audio, you should better take a friend's phone, for example, and hold it somewhere like this or out of your view and record using that. That's a good option. Or you can get some cheap lavalier mics and connect it to your phone. But there is a catch. For example, with my OnePlus 5, if I connect the mic and then attach it somewhere here, it doesn't pick it up using that mic from the native camera application. So make sure that it's not the case with you. I have not tried this on this phone, so maybe I'll try it, but my intention is not that. And speaking of audio, audio is very important in video more than the video itself. People still watch grainy videos with so much noise, but if the audio level is crappy, people won't like it. And nowadays most of the people watch this on their phone, and if it's a decent resolution, even 720p, people can still watch it with clarity even if there is noise. But if your audio is very poor, it's going to hamper your videos. So other than your phone, before you start planning to capture videos, I would highly recommend that you pick up a tripod and something for the audio. Well, assuming that most people don't have that, at least a mic, I'll be using the tripod and the phone, and I'll be limiting to the studio type conditions. I think that's what I want to say. Now what I'll do is I'll switch the phones and show how the footage is. So right now I'm behind the camera and I've started recording this. So this is to show you that if light changes in between, the camera sets its own auto exposure. And if you have monitored closely in the previous section where I was using the OnePlus 5, when I opened the drapes, the exposure on my face got slightly reduced and my face was not that clearly visible, or I'm not sure about that. I've just seen it on the device itself. So one thing that I recommend is use all the light that you can. For example, I've switched off the light, the main light in this room, so I'm going to switch it on, and you can observe how the exposure changes automatically in the camera. I'm not sure whether it was visible that much. Anyway, I think it's still adjusting to the exposure. So let me just grab my OnePlus 5 and I'll capture a video. So this is not the setup I'm going to be recording in. I'll show it to you. Okay, I've started recording on my OnePlus 5 as well. So this is the recording screen of the 9 Prime. So what you can do is, for example, imagine that I'll be sitting over here. My face will be around here. You can long press and you will see that autofocus and auto exposure has been locked. So this is a good thing you can do, because in some phones there is focus hunting. In order to avoid that, you can use this setting, and auto exposure is on by default in all the phones. Well, that's one tip I wanted to say. So I'm going to stop this. And by the way, this is a different tripod, and I would recommend this tripod only for phones, not for DSLRs or for mirrorless cameras, because for that it's horrible. This is the Amazon Basics cheapest version. Well, let's start the video with the 9 Prime. Well, here we are again on the OnePlus 5, and I seem to have forgotten yet another tip. So enable grid lines on your phone. So on the settings there will be this setting, show grid lines. So grid line can act as kind of a leveler, or the other thing you can do is go to Pro Mode. Now most of the phones have Pro Mode, and go to settings, and there will be an option called straighten. So you can see this level over here. One yellow bar is showing right now. So if I adjust the phone, you can see it's turning to white, and now when it's level, it's turning to yellow. And now you can go back to video once you have straightened your tripod, or leveled it properly, leveled the camera properly. Then you can go ahead and shoot the video. So what I'll be doing is, I'll keep the phone over here and I'll record the rest of the video using this setting. Well, hello guys, this is being recorded using the Redmi 9 Prime. Well, I don't know what to say. Let's talk about YouTube itself. As I mentioned before, I have been struggling. Let me do one thing. Let me just take this camera of the OnePlus 5 and I'll show you how I have set it up. So this is on the desk and it's like this. So hi YouTube. Well, coming back to what I was talking about, let me give you some advice as a struggling YouTuber. See, I always want the very good videos, the best of best, the top cream. So it is because we are watching videos like that on YouTube. So all the top YouTubers who have the very best gear, the very best audio systems, the very best of shots, you have to realize that they reached that point by starting with even a webcam. And what they did different from me and from other struggling YouTubers who don't post videos is that they consistently posted videos with good content. So yes, content does matter, but in the beginning stages you want to get out maximum content as possible, somewhere roughly around in and around your niche. That's my opinion. I'm not sure whether it will work, but it has worked to a bit for me, to an extent for me. Well, YouTube is for the doers and not just for the thinkers. So this is like hitting me in the face, straight up hitting me in the face, because I think a lot. I think about scenarios. I've even thought about this video for so long. I even recorded one with the camera setup over there and talking to the camera, and I deleted that because I was not satisfied with that. So this I didn't bother. Even if it's crappy, it's fine. Whatever it's in your mind, if you have a mobile phone, start recording, start capturing, and put it on YouTube. And this constant conundrum of consuming a lot, it's making us confused. So sometimes I don't even give myself time to think. I already do overthink a lot, but sometimes you want that chaotic overthinking in your head to make some sense. So even that sense, it's not coming to me nowadays. Well, so again, coming back to the point, YouTube is for the doers. So start doing, start capturing videos. Then only you'll understand what audio equipment you need, what kind of tripod you need, what kind of camera you might have to upgrade to, and those kind of things. Well, I've been looking a lot on cameras when I speak about cameras because Nikon's autofocus, DSLRs, I'm talking about DSLR specifically, not the mirrorless, is very bad. But there are things that you can do. You can set the focus on a particular place. For example, instead of me keep a pillow here, adjust the focus and focus over here, or even use the autofocus. Then come here and sit and record. Things like that can be done. So instead of focusing on things that can be done, I was looking for Canon cameras and even the Nikon Z50 and those kind of things. So well, I've dropped that plan for now, as I'm not capturing that much videos. If you look at my YouTube, you can see that, and just for capturing videos itself, I'm not capturing that much videos. Well, that's all I wanted to say. So all the best in your ventures, and if you would really like to how to put it, if you want to know some tips on shooting on such a low budget, do let me know. I have some things in mind, but I need a proper script for that because I'll be missing a lot if I just keep on talking to the camera. Well, do let me know in the comments. Anyway, I'll be making it, but if you want to know about something specific, the issues you might be facing, then I'm ready to make a video on that. Well, now let's kind of transition to, for example, I'll be reviewing this phone, that kind of scenario. So whether I can capture video based on that, and just to show you one more scenario of you can do it on your phone itself. And speaking of doing it on your phone, one struggle I think I will be mentioning is trying to edit on your phone. There are some apps, but you'll have to go for paid version. For example, PowerLink is, for example, this Power Director video editor by Cyberlink Corp. It is one of the good editors I've seen, but you have to pay for to remove the watermark and such. So there is some limitation, and it's very hard to touch precisely and splice videos and then merge them. So forgive me here, that section I'll be doing on the DaVinci Resolve. I usually use the Premiere Pro, but for this, since we are doing it on a low budget, I'll do it on the DaVinci Resolve, and I'll use my laptop, not my desktop PC. Please don't mind the not so clean phone over here. So if I unlock it and go back, you can see that still things are visible. And if you want some pan shots like this, always adjust your exposure and your focus. So if you do like this, you can get some decent shots. Well, I hope I've conveyed the general idea over here, and now this is using the selfie cam, and you can comment on the difference between the selfie cam and the main camera. I would always recommend using the main camera, and please do note that if you're picking an old phone like the OnePlus 5 and I would definitely recommend shooting in 4K. But if you cannot if you cannot edit in 4K, do not go for that. I mentioned go for 4K because in 4K there is no focus hunting on the OnePlus 5. But if you shoot in 1080p, there is definitely focus hunting. And now I have not locked the exposure. But you can see if I move, see the exposure is compensating a lot. So this is why I told you can lock the exposure and lock the focus, or you have to stay still. And even if there is clouds coming over and it gets less bright, it will compensate for that also, and it might not look good in some cases. Well, I know this video might not have been that useful, but I just wanted to do this, and I'm not sure whether I made that much sense also, but I still hope that you've got the general idea that you definitely can shoot with budget options. Like budget means low budget options. There are struggles. For example, this is the daytime. If it's the night time, for example, let me just put down the tray. Yes, suddenly everything is going to change right now, and you can see that it has become very soft and grainy. So I always recommend that if you are planning to shoot videos in your mobile phone camera, do that on bright conditions, at least while you're starting. Otherwise you might not like it and you might quit halfway. So the primary thing I want to say is focus on audio more than video in the beginning, because people want to listen to you. So audio is very much important as well. If people can see you even with your grainy face, it doesn't matter. So those are the two things. And make use of the light. Whatever light is there in your room and such, just make use of it. It makes a lot of difference. Sorry, please give me some time. Yes, I hope you. Yeah, I think it is considerably better right now. So well guys, thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video. Until then, take care and stay safe.